All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Perfect 10 podcast. I am one of your hosts, Jacob Erdy. Alongside me, as always, Daniel Dees.
That's me.
And this episode, as always, brought to you by Brew Crew Media. Got hung up for a second there. Also, this episode also brought to you by the Kelly Gibson Foundation. Oh, dude, come on now. Don't do this to me, bro. Oh, yeah. I'm tripping, dude. Anyway, got hung up. All right. The non-music thing threw me off for a second.
Yeah, it threw me off too, but worth it.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that part. But anyway, all right. So, yeah, this episode brought to you by the Kelly Gibson Foundation. It is a community-driven nonprofit organization that focuses on supporting first responders, military initiatives, and children's athletic programming through golf in the greater New Orleans and Gulf Coast region. If you're running in the Crescent City Classic on Saturday, April 16th, why not run for charity? Participants that run for charity receive unique perks, including a special edition Crescent City Classic t-shirt and bib, prime starting location behind seated runners, and access to not just any restrooms, but air-conditioned restrooms. Go to, oh, wow, somebody's really fired up outside.
Yeah.
Go to kellygibsonfoundation.org to register as a charity runner. Official charity runners get a personal online fundraising page, and all of the money raised will be donated directly to the selected charity partners. That is kellygibsonfoundation.org.
Yeah.
Great. It's a great purpose over there. Y'all go check that out.
Yeah. And golf. We love golf. This is a pro golf podcast.
Very pro golf podcast.
I haven't made a golf reference in a while.
Well, because we don't watch it. We do for a while. That actually at the Studio 2.0 or 3.0? 2.0.
2.0.
We watch golf every single episode, probably.
Yeah, we had your boys on.
Good golf.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we may have been a little distracted through this. I think since we've moved into this studio where it's strictly business.
Did you hear the news today, speaking of golf?
Oh, Tiger might be playing in the Masters.
Confirmed.
Oh, he said he is?
Tiger's back.
Hell yeah.
Golf's just better with Tiger.
Speaking of live TV. Oh, wait, we haven't. Tell us what we're talking about, dude.
Oh, yeah. Today, we are breaking down live TV moments.
Top 10 live TV moments.
Because in case you've been living under a rock, some live shit went down at the Oscars.
Live, baby.
Live. Kevin Costner made a fire speech.
Did he?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, Chris Rock got the fuck slapped out of him.
Yeah.
I won't even say, okay, no, I'll take it back. He did not get the fuck slapped out of him because he barely moved. That was a weak slap. And Chris Rock's like 140 pounds.
Yeah.
If you slap somebody that much smaller than you and all they do is take a step back and all
he's wearing a mic right next to his mouth.
That's why I think it was fake.
Well,
I think it was fake.
He definitely slapped. We're not going to get into fake or not because everybody is off the rails on who's on what side, whether you're on Chris Rock's side or Will Smith's side, or if it's real or if it's
neither
fake.
side because
I don't care.
I just want to make fun of it.
Exactly.
That's all I'm here for.
Nobody on earth would have even known that. Was it Golden Globes?
Yeah.
Nobody have even known it was on.
Oscars.
There we go.
What's the difference?
Who cares?
Yeah. I mean,
award shows are trash.
Correct.
But anyway, we are a pro award shows are trash podcast.
Yes.
Unless you you feel free to give us an award.
Please. I'd love to have an award.
Look, we'll throw it up here in the background. Look, this right here. I got this award only for participating.
Yeah. We got a participation trophy over here.
I did run a 10K, hung over after a lot of whiskey, but we did it.
It happens.
Speaking of whiskey, we're going to be a decent amount in on this episode.
Let's do it.
So yeah, top 10 live TV moments. Do you have honorable or dishonorable?
I have honorable. The only honorable I have is Jimmy V speech. Jim Valvano's speech.
I have a couple honorable and one super mention.
All right, let's hear it. Well, the super mention, I got probably the same super mention as you. The one that's fired up this whole list was Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. That's my super mention.
No.
Okay.
That snuck into my top 10.
Oh, it actually did. Okay.
So my honorable mention, I got the murder of a Virginia TV crew.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I totally forgot about it.
Your boy just walked up and popped him
on just during the news.
Just
and nuts.
Shit happens, man.
That
tragic.
Segue of murder. I got Randy Johnson murders a bird.
See,
We said no sports.
no sports.
Oh.
Throwback to baseball moments.
Ah, and I'm screwing myself, dude. We forgot the trivia question. After the honorables, we're gonna do trivia question.
All right.
I got Kanye interrupts Taylor Swift.
All right.
Steve Harvey announces wrong Miss Universe.
Wasn't that?
It's memorable. My super mention, only because it didn't happen live. There was a lot of live TV coverage of it immediately after for like, I think 3 days at least. But being that it didn't actually happen, watching the live screen, it didn't make the list. But it is a super mention. I got JFK's assassination.
But he wasn't assassinated.
Oh, whatever it is.
His head just did that.
His head, well, according to you.
I believe it.
So that's all your honorable and dishonorable? I mean,
Yes.
All right, so.
I mean, super mention, since it happened before, I didn't rank anything that happened before me. I have to remember it.
I got 2 or 3.
My super mention's the moon landing.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah.
So trivia question.
Let's hear it.
Okay. So we said no sports in the list.
All right.
So this trivia question will not impose on that list.
Oh, no.
Of the top 25 most live viewed broadcasts in United States history, how many of those are Super Bowls? I'll give you a hint. It's a vast majority.
Let's repeat the question one more time.
Okay. Of the top 25 most live viewed broadcasts in United States history, most watched live things that ever happened in the U.S., how many of those top 25 are Super Bowls?
I'd say 22.
Okay. You went a little high. It's 19.
Okay. Because I know Seinfeld's up there. I know the MASH finale's up there.
Seinfeld's not in the top 25.
Of all time broadcast?
Nope.
No shit.
No, actually, there's one movie.
Huh.
That the premiere of
I'll be
it
damned.
on television.
I know the MASH finale got a lot.
MASH was in there. Live Aid or whatever. That was in there.
Oh, that bullshit. Yeah, Live Aid.
It's
a horrible show. It's only memorable because of Queen's performance.
Oh, wait. Actually, I need to pull this up real quick. Where is it at? I took some screenshots earlier. No, that is not it. Oh, okay. That's going to be in there. No. Yeah. So, okay. Well, I can't really give away too many of the things because they're going to come up in the list. But I just wanted actually Super Bowl. Okay. Another just trivia question along those same lines. Not necessarily the most live at one time, but the most accumulative viewers of a single thing of a live episode was a Super Bowl.
Okay. What Super Bowl would it have been? I would say.
Think fairly recent, but not extremely recent.
It's got to be a Peyton Manning Super Bowl.
I believe it was.
I'm going to say Manning versus Seahawks.
Okay. What year was that?
That would have been 2012, I think. 2013.
Yeah, that's way off.
What Super Bowl was it?
Super Bowl 51, 2017. 5 years ago.
That was 5 years ago. That was Peyton Manning versus Seahawks.
If I'm thinking right, because.
Well, what Super Bowl was it?
51.
Let's see.
It had 172 million viewers. That's just people that watched it at some point.
Oh, that was the Patriots and Falcons.
Oh, 28-3.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. I didn't even mean to do that.
That makes sense why.
But Falcons fans can suck it for that.
I mean, Atlanta, fuck you. Sorry, Jordan.
I think the other one was 2015.
Even due to the comeback, the game is nicknamed 28-3.
Of course it is.
Good. It was only the Super Bowl also decided by overtime.
What? Only one?
The only Super Bowl to go to overtime.
No way.
Oh,
well, there's your fun fact. All right, so that was trivia question.
So ready to dive right in?
Yeah, we're so backwards from recording the other one first.
Yeah, we record our Thursday
so
episode first. Today's Monday.
Today is Monday.
So that means I go first. All right. I cannot find the clip of this anywhere, but I know for a fact it exists. I actually talked to somebody about this to make sure I wasn't fucking crazy. All right. It came from America's Got Talent.
Oh, dude, I thought I thought we were about to overlap there, dude, right off the jump. Even when you said the first word of that. But anyway, go ahead.
I think I know where you're going. All right. It's America's Got Talent. And there was an act where this pretty sexy lady was getting knives thrown at her. And Howie Mandel said something like, I would give you a standing ovation, but America would see my heart pecker.
I don't
Like,
remember that.
Like, I had to verify this with somebody else. I was like, remember that episode of America's Got Talent when the woman got the knives thrown at her? Like, she was fine as hell. He's like, yeah. And Howie Mandel says something like he couldn't stand up because he had like a hard on. I was like, all right, make sure I wasn't crazy because I can't find that clip anywhere.
I do not remember that in any way.
But yeah, I remember it vividly. It was like one of the few episodes like I actually watched America's Got Talent. It was like one of those drink.
Oh, dude, we didn't plan that.
Didn't plan that either. That was awesome. But yeah, dude, it was like one of the few episodes I watched, and it actually got talked about on the news. But man, I remember it. The person I talked to, they remember it as well. So I'm glad it actually happened.
I'm glad he did too, because otherwise, if you made that up, that'd be real whack. Dude.
Right. All right, number 9. I got Madonna and Britney Spears making out.
Okay, I saw that when I was doing my research. I don't remember that. I know it happened clearly during our time, but
you know how I like Britney.
Yeah, I know, dude. See, whereas you hate on me about keeping movies as like strong held nostalgia in my memory, Britney, she's been off for a long time, dude.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying she hasn't, but like I said, like there's some things like I'm a slave for nostalgia and I'm a slave for Britney and she's a slave for you.
I hear you.
I mean, as soon as that OnlyFans pops up,
I don't want any part of it.
All right, so if I text you, all right, Brittany's got the OnlyFans. I got the pics.
It's already, dude, it's on Instagram. You can see it. Everything but the actual shape of her nipple. You can see every bit of it.
Well, yeah, if I told you, all right, Jake, here's one of her spreading her cheeks. You want to see? You'd say no.
I don't really want to see it, dude.
You'd say no to that. Tell the truth.
I mean, I wouldn't say no, I guess.
It's a simple yes or no. Do you want to see Britney Spears 2 hole or no?
No, I don't want to see the 2 spot, dude.
You're a fucking liar.
Anyway,
on more sophisticated live
Speaking
TV.
of live TV, hey, wait, when she flashed her vag, was that on live TV? And that was just off. That was just on like paparazzi.
I think it was just paparazzi stuff.
Okay, yeah.
All right, my number 8. When that guy screamed, "Fucked her right in pussy."
Oh, dude, paralysis by analysis, dude. I completely forgot about that.
Classic.
Yeah, classic. Yeah, I can't argue with you on that.
And the Saints quarterback got in trouble for doing that at Florida State.
Yeah,
staying up in the middle of the
famous Jameis.
Got in trouble for staying up in Florida State's cafeteria going, "Fuck her right in the pussy." That's funny.
It is funny.
Especially if you see a superstar quarterback doing it. It's funny.
He's an idiot. It's fair.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not like he sexually assaulted
stealing laptops
22
and crab legs.
Yeah. But really, the grand scheme of the NFL crimes is stealing crab legs and a laptop that bad. No.
That's fair.
Right. It's very tame.
So that was
my 10, 9, 8.
So my number 10 spot, I'm going to play you another clip because I thought this was what you're about to say.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
This is so cringe,
I
dude.
personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like
takes a wild turn.
And I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much.
I mean, the wildest answer of all time, dude. Miss Teen USA 2007, South Carolina. Because she was what, like 18? We were 18 at the time.
Oh, yeah, she's all right.
She was fine. Dude, I'll be honest, I looked her up.
How's she looking now?
She ended up getting famous. She ended up going on some reality TV show.
Definitely not Jeopardy.
Kate Upton. No. Or Katie Upton, Kate Upton, whatever. Well, there's a different Kate Upton, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Miss Teen USA 2007 from South Carolina. That clip, and also I believe, such as us as the South Africans. She just goes all over the rails.
Like that's the greatest tangent of all time. Like off the rails. Like that. Like she's our spirit animal on the show. Because not only do we go off the rails, so I mean she
That answer, and it's so funny because they get this coaching of like, okay, immediately make it about the world, like improving things.
I feel like
She immediately went South Africa.
Yeah, I feel like of all the countries, I feel like we should host a beauty pageant just so we can ask questions.
Oh, I love. No, yeah, asking the questions.
Like that is the whole pageant right
That's
there.
it. I don't care about your talent. It don't even matter.
I
What
don't
you
care
look,
about swimsuits.
It don't even matter what you look like.
We just want to ask you questions.
Only about how you answer these questions.
Ask questions under pressure. No,
Okay.
question number 1. Do you want to see Britney Spears' butthole?
The answer is no. You're correct.
If the answer is yes, I think you're correct.
All right. So my number 9 spot, the inspiration behind this list, the reason we had to get on this thing, I got Will Smith's lap. It's in the 9 spot. Honestly,
I didn't rank because I don't think it. I think it was staged.
well, okay. So that's the whole thing. If you remove your feelings about fake, real, whatever, it is absolutely memorable. It is memorable. What really annoyed me about it was immediately Chris Rock saying that's one of the greatest moments of live TV history.
That's also.
It's not.
It's not.
I'm sure. Okay, I got it in the top 10 because of recency bias. 10 years from now, nobody's gonna remember. I mean, you'll find it in searches.
Well, yeah.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Like the whole.
It'll be like who slapped who. Like
And-
no one's gonna remember who.
And
was
it doesn't
involved.
even matter because it was on one of those award shows where all it is rich people patting each other on the back, and absolutely nobody cares about it.
Yeah, like I actually got to thinking about that. Like if I were somehow involved in a movie and won an Oscar, would I actually go to that shit?
I put it on my mantle.
I mean, yeah. Fuck yeah, I'm taking that trophy, but I don't want to be there.
And I don't know why, but for some reason, I honestly feel like music award shows hold more weight than movie
I
award shows.
strongly agree.
I don't know why. It's still, but I feel like music is more about the art, where movies is more about like
The wokeness of it, like
correct.
the message.
Yeah,
And I hate saying the word wokeness because
It's stupid. We don't support that.
It's a cop out for like, but yeah,
it's gotten out of hand. It's gotten ridiculous.
it's the typical Oscar movies that win.
Nobody can name you the past 5 best pictures. Not a chance.
If you make a movie about some handicap or somebody facing like a recent trendy adversity, it's going to win Best Picture.
there you go. Right.
Like I even got
Ooh, that was
Ooh.
loud, dude.
that was
barely
hella
I
loud.
barely touched it.
And it's always those artsy, fartsy movies that get nominated. Like I will die on this hill. In 2000, what was it? 2008, 2009, The Hangover should have been nominated for Best Picture.
If best picture means best movie, then absolutely.
Yeah, because name one movie in 2009 that was as memorable and as good as Hangover.
Well, a comedy will never win it. Huh?
A comedy will never win it. Same reason why a horror movie will never win it. It's always going to be some drama.
It's got to be a drama.
It
Yeah.
has to be a drama because some reason people think dramas is the barometer of what makes a great movie and what makes a great actor. Because one of the best acting performances came from a comedy movie.
What, Elf?
No, Robert Downey Jr., dude.
Yeah, Tropic Thunder.
Yeah,
I agree.
that is like one of the greatest acting performances I've ever seen.
Yeah, how you could do that without breaking character is amazing.
Right. Like he's playing a character who's playing a character.
Who's
And he
playing
did
a character?
great. Like it was one of the greatest things. And also, yeah, like you said, Elf. Nobody else could have nailed that role like Will Ferrell.
We've been
over this.
Right. No, I feel you. But anyway, so Will Smith's lap, that was my 9 spot just because as of 2022, it belongs in the top 10. 10 years from now, who knows?
Yeah.
8 spot. I got a feeling you're going to have this in your list because you brought it up before. You reminded me of it. I got Kanye after Katrina. George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Whoa, I definitely got that. You know I do.
Of course. Okay. So that was my 10 on 8.
All right. My number 7. I got Kanye interrupting Taylor Swift.
Okay. That was in my honorable mention. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like what I think that's the moment when people there's two moments that people looked at Kanye.
Look, I'm gonna let you finish, but first, Beyonce had was it
Right. That,
the-
yeah,
the
that
great-
was like right before My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy came out. He like the song Runaway was inspired by that moment.
Okay.
And I think that moment for giving me one of the greatest albums of all time.
Well, and that's funny because after that, didn't he claim that he made Taylor Swift famous?
Made that bitch famous. And then she got all
Which is absurd because
Hold
she
on.
had been famous.
hold on. So Taylor Swift got all bent out of shape saying, yeah, that's so inappropriate, blah, blah, blah. He shouldn't have said
That
that.
is
blah, blah.
inappropriate.
Hold on. But Kim Kardashian released a video of Kanye actually calling her, telling her the lyrics, and she was cool with it.
Oh yeah, no, I don't care about that in the song, but
But then she had to backtrack. It's like, oh, I didn't know he said the word bitch in it.
okay. Well,
Like that's what bothered you, not that he made you famous, but he said bitch. She got exposed.
I can understand that.
She got exposed.
We're not going to get into that part.
Yeah, he made her
The
famous.
Swifties will be against you.
Fucking Bray, I've been arguing with them people since the moment
Of course-
happened.
Of course, dude. No doubt.
I will like when it comes to Kanye, I'm like one of his biggest defenders.
You're gonna start having trouble at some point.
I mean, I've been down bad recently with him.
Down bad, dude.
I've been down horrible with him
Ooh,
recently.
talk about a roller coaster.
Boy, people have been blowing my every time this dumbass
At some
does
point, you got to
something,
cut your losses, dog. You know what I'm saying?
he's still my boy,
Okay.
but I'm still with him.
All right.
He's been down bad,
that's-
but
Hey,
you're making it very hard, Kanye. Cut the shit.
that's what I'm saying.
just sit the rest of the 20s out. Come back in like 2000, maybe late 20s. Come back in 2027. Let's just sit. Let's
Yeah,
just take a hiatus.
Take 5 years off. Try again.
Like
later.
I need to I need rest from defending you.
No doubt.
It's
dude.
bad.
Yeah, absolutely. That was your 7 spot.
That was my 7 spot. My number 6 spot. I got Ashley Simpson's career dying on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, when the auto tune or the lip sync thing.
Yes, started playing, and she started doing that little Irish jig thing. Like started river dancing.
I don't remember that. So when I was doing my research, like honestly, this is one of those lists. Most of it, not that I didn't necessarily have to go off memory,
Mhm.
but that I didn't just think of all these things. Boom, boom, boom. Like kind of, I just knew them. The Ashley Simpson one, when I was doing research, I completely forgot about that.
Yes.
But I do, like, in hindsight, remember that whole situation because that was when she was like starting to blow up, right?
Yeah.
And that basically there's never been a smaller peak because she was like on her way up. Then that happened and immediately fell off.
Yeah. Oh, so and now people only remember her as Jessica Simpson's sister.
Correct.
Do you remember what she looks like off the top of your head?
I know she has dark hair.
That's all I remember about her.
That's it. I think she has bright eyes, dark hair, bright eyes.
See, I couldn't tell you what her eye color was. So let's
Because I remember she was hot. And I'm a real sucker for dark hair, bright eyes. We've been over this.
like I don't remember what she looked like. I wanted to save it for this moment.
I think she looked like a more just basic version of Jessica. Jessica Simpson, fine. I mean, you just got to watch Dukes of Hazzard. That's an all-time.
Smoke show.
Yep.
Jessica Simpson and the Daisy Dukes in the tight shirt. Holy like that was like everybody in high school's
Yeah,
bay.
absolutely.
Like we just
Our
yeah.
bae in middle school was Britney Spears.
Imagine growing up looking like that and your sister's Jessica Simpson.
She had her run though.
I mean,
dude.
individually,
I mean, not in that
by
picture.
herself, if she was an only child, she'd be hot. But the fact that she's Jessica Simpson's sister growing up, that had to been tough as hell.
It had to be tough, dude.
I mean, it is what it is.
So that was your 7.
I mean, this is her now. Much better now.
I'll take it.
I know you would. But you won't take Britney Spears. I mean,
Anyway, that was your 7-6.
that was my 7-6.
All right. So live TV moments. Did we even say that in the beginning, dude?
What?
Live TV moments.
Yeah.
I feel like we did. Okay.
did.
My number
That's in the
7.
title anyway, so people know what they're getting.
My number 7 spot. I feel like there's a 92% chance you have this in your list. I got Janet Jackson's Snip Slip.
We getting there.
Okay. Of course we are. We're going to get there.
Yeah.
All right. So that's 7. 6 spot. I got the Challenger Space Shuttle explosion, 1986.
I wasn't alive, so I didn't put it.
Yeah, I wasn't alive, but like it's a known thing. Like it was it was a big deal because it was the first, like a teacher was going up into space.
Right. And as an educator, I got mixed feelings about that.
Would you sign up to go hop on board of a space shuttle?
100% I would.
There's no way I would. Dude.
Oh, I want to be in space so fucking bad. Like me and my wife have argued about this. She
I
does
don't-
not
I don't
want me-
doubt that in any way. Of course, I wouldn't want you to go up a space shuttle. More than one's exploded.
Let me fucking, if I can think of worse ways to die. Let me fucking burn up.
I guess, dude. I gotta
Let me be a shooting star.
fair. You would live in infamy. You know,
I would. People will remember that.
live on forever,
I'll go out screaming like a bitch.
like Dave Chappelle.
Yep.
That 911 call, dude.
Dave Winters.
We got to do stand-up bits, dude, at some point, but it's gonna be so hard to narrow that list.
Like I
down.
want to do stand-up comedians. So that's like the first list I've actually
Okay,
put together for this podcast.
I gotta holler at Aaron Weber again. Dude is hilarious. Nobody really knows about him yet. We gotta get him on.
I'm like, that's like a topic I'm very passionate about. And I'm so ready for it. That's like I said, when we
I'm gonna email him again.
when we made this podcast, that was
We had
the
talked about it.
first list. I actually have a top 25
Just so happened when we were in Nashville,
because it has to be a top 25.
he told me, like when we were recording with Rager, that weekend Weber was leaving for his honeymoon.
Nah,
We barely missed it.
marriage will do that too.
Anyway, we got to go back to Nashville again.
I love Nashville.
But anyway,
First time going, I do. I'm jonesing to go back. But yeah, I had mixed feelings about Space Shuttle Challenger because yeah, it's tragic for a teacher, but I'm so close to the education. Like I know what those kids were saying as she's going up. You know, one asshole kid's like, I hope that bitch blows up, and it did. And you know that kid has carried that with him or her ever since.
that's their moment.
Yep. And you know, everybody hates that person. Like they probably need therapy because of that. Because I know if I went up, I know for a fact I'd have like at least 9 students who hate my guts. Say, I hope that motherfucker dies up there. I hope they leave his ass out in space.
That's on you. dude.
I'm telling you, it like teachers just have their haters.
Yeah,
and
no doubt.
And there's no doubt in my mind that teacher had her haters as students. And I guarantee you, one student wanted that rocket to blow up, and it did. And I guarantee you, they felt like shit to this day.
Or they just riding high, dude.
I mean, if you're riding high off of that,
That's on them, dude.
I guess.
But anyway, so that was my 6th spot, Challenger Space Shuttle
All
Explorer.
right. My number 5, I got the Nirvana 1992 MTV Awards. I think I got the year right on that. It's when Nirvana started playing Rape Me. They almost got cut off, but then they started playing Lithium and people started moshing and stage diving. And because of that, they don't really have heavy metal or rock songs on MTV Awards now because of that.
Oh, like a live award show.
Yes. Like they don't have like all like the metal heads in the front row because of that.
Well, yeah. I don't even think they're allowed in anymore.
Correct. It's all famous people now.
Nobody wants those scrubs in there.
Dude, just watch it. I want more stage diving and mosh pits at MTV Awards or Source Awards or Hip Hop BET Awards. How funny would it be having
I mean, chaos. Yeah, chaos is always fun, dude. But I mean,
chaos is hilarious. Chaos. When's chaos not hilarious?
dude, I don't know how you always sound so much clearer when you're way away from when I'm back here, dude. I sound like I'm yelling down a tin can.
I don't know why I sound a lot better. I don't know.
I gotta every mic we've ever been on, I can't dial my voice in just right. It's either way too loud.
Or you're too far away.
Yeah,
But I could I'll sound clear here. I sound clear here. I don't know what it is.
I know, dude. I sound way bad back here. Anyway,
We need to get like an audio nerd to explain this. To
I
us.
guess, dude. I've been dialing this stuff in. Anyway, that was off the rails. But yeah, no, I can understand why they don't want people moshing at the award show.
Fuck that. That'd get me to watch. Watching like who's
Yeah, honestly, if you told me like at award shows these days, if you told me there's a chance that they're gonna get rowdy,
who's like a little like Machine Gun Kelly's like in the middle of a mosh pit getting fucked up, I would tune in instantly. That'd be great TV.
love it, dude.
So yeah, that's my number 5. My number 4, you already mentioned it. Janet Jackson's titty.
Yep, the nip slip.
Dude, that was like the first time I saw a titty on live TV.
Though, if I remember correctly, wasn't her nipple covered with something?
Had like a little ninja.
Didn't she have a
throwing-
pasty on?
No, it wasn't a pasty. It was like a weird piercing thing. Let's see.
Um,
I've seen that thing so many times.
another instance where who knows if it's real, who knows if it's fake, and I don't mean fake as in like they CGI'd a titty, but
Look, it's like a piercing, but it's like a ninja star on it.
oh yeah, but fake as in like they did it on purpose. It was like a publicity stunt.
Oh yeah, like look at Justin. Justin kept trying to get a look at it.
Yeah, but if he was grabbing her, trying to spin her around and rip
No,
it
he said,
off,
I'm trying to get you naked by the end of the song, and then it happened.
right?
I mean, come on.
It's a stunt. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only reason I didn't have it quite as high.
And then the very next day at school, everybody's talking about it and debating.
Oh, did you see that too?
Well, that, and we're debating if like Justin blew her back out.
Fair.
If she let him do that, I mean, come on.
Well, I mean, there was a significant age difference, but that's
I
on
don't think
that's on JT.
I don't think that stops famous people.
It stopped me, dude.
Didn't stop. What's his name?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna stop talking.
Anyway, that was your 5-4.
Epstein.
Oh well, we don't support that.
We do not in any way, shape, or form.
Wait, so that was your 5-4?
That was my 5-4.
I can't wait to get in my 4 spot. My number 5. So this one actually was in my top. I think I had it in the top 2. But as the more I flip flop things around, the more I thought about the list, the more I thought about this thing. It's like I can't figure out where I land on this exactly. Because this is top 10 live TV moments.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the most, not significant, but one of like most distinct memories I have as like a kid. I have Y2K. Like watching the ball drop in New York.
Okay.
And it's Y2K / lack thereof. Like watching it, everybody, I remember distinctly watching it on TV, watching the ball drop in New York, which in our time, it's 11 p.m.
Yeah.
So it's not even New Year's, which is hilarious to think of because we were all like, as far as I know, everybody in America, because New York Eastern time zone is the first time zone in America that hits 12.
Yeah.
Everybody on earth that in my mind is watching New York change to midnight. It's like the 5th one
Yeah.
that changes to 0.
Yeah. Because
Like-
Europe was already in 2000.
No, not quite. The time zone is actually in far western tip of Africa. And then there's a couple over the ocean, and then it gets to New York.
Gotcha.
So we were like within the first 5, I think the first 3. But still, hey, if you're worried about the world ending, why not look at the first couple that caught it?
Yeah. We didn't really practice critical thinking at that
No,
time.
no, exactly. But dude, I remember distinctly in the living room of my parents' house, everybody like watching the ball drop, thinking like
What the fuck's that
something is about to, because that was where the New York Stock Exchange is. That's where like New York was like business central of the country.
That was like one of the biggest cock teases of all time.
Yeah, well, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I was a child at the time, but still to this day, my logic is still the same. Why does a computer care if it says 0, if it says 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Who cares?
I don't think anybody ever accurately explained that.
Now, Mike explained it to me. It has something to do with because a computer computes things as 1s and 0s.
Mhm.
So when it sees 0, 0 as an indicator that prompts other things,
Oh, the binary.
right? It's
Yeah.
binary code. So
Didn't think of that.
right, it makes it to an extent. It makes sense.
Does make sense now that it's explained like that to me.
Right, it's binary code, but at the same time, if binary code is just in the date, what does it care? That's just in the date. That's not in because computer is all if then.
Yeah.
If this, then this. So if 0, 0, it's this, or 0, 1, it's this, or 1, 0, it's this, or 1, 1, it's this. That's binary code.
Yeah.
So, anyway, drink because I got philosophical for a moment.
Yes.
Anyway,
Mr. Coach Ben, if you're listening,
yeah, that's on you, dog.
Yeah.
We got to readdress the rules at some point.
we do. We do.
So Y2K or lack thereof. Wait, I think I don't know if it's true in anywhere or not because I have 0 research done. But I think we are supposed to have another Y2K situation coming in like 2040.
Wow.
I think they mentioned it on the pod. I did not look it up in any way.
We'll have to get back.
We'll look it up later. Anyway, my number 4 spot. There's no way you don't have this in your list.
Okay.
I almost gave away a hint. I can't do it. Anyway, my number 4 spot, I got the OJ car chase.
We'll get back to that.
I do. Of course. There's no way it's not in the list.
Of course.
All right, so that was my 5-4.
All right, my number 3. I got 9/11.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna get back to that.
All right. So you're number 3.
Dude, I keep forgetting you're ahead of me. This is so backwards.
Yeah.
Hold on. So you mentioned it earlier. 3 spot, I got the moon landing.
Moon landing.
That is technically the most viewed live event of all time.
Yes. Everybody around the world even watched.
No.
But the reason it did
No. As far as global, it wasn't the most watched. That was
no shit.
No lie. Because I looked it up. But as far as the US, most live views like at once.
See, that just tells me that if a foreign nation did not watch mankind hit the moon, that just told me they were fucking haters.
Oh, hate.
Yeah, can't watch mankind's greatest achievement because America did it.
Yeah, look, I can tell you real quick. Actually, you want to make it a trivia question?
Sure.
List of most watched television broadcasts global. Global is trash.
It's probably like the World Cup.
Live 8, whatever that is.
Live Aid.
No, unless they labeled it wrong. No.
Live Aid.
Oh, they did label it wrong. Is a string of benefit concerts that took place on 2000.
That was 2008. It was like Live Aid. Oh God, they did one in 2005. That could not have been good.
Is the G8 states, South Africa. Oh wait, I think we watched that one. Live 8. Well, it's a tie between Live 8 and you can guess the other one, dude. Think about it for just a minute. What does everybody care about that we don't care about at all?
Soccer.
Okay.
I care about soccer.
Think those countries, think leader, think somebody involved that deceased.
Oh, Princess Diana's funeral.
Yep.
Yeah.
2 billion people.
That's a lot of people watching the funeral. I know my sister and mom watched it. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, and who cares at all about the royal family, dude?
I could not give less of a shit.
Yeah, because they don't.
I love making fun of them.
It's such the dumbest thing, dude. I can't even get into it. But anyway, Live Aid is in the 2 spot, tied with the wedding of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
Why do people give a fuck about this,
Dude, we can't get into that.
I want to know.
You're gonna get me all fired up. But anyway, wait, how did we get there? Let's see. That was
You're number 3.
my 3. The number 1 as far as US is involved, most viewed live. Yeah, the moon landing.
How could that not be
Apollo 11?
How could that not be globally the number 1? Look at that rock in space. Just look at it, giving off light.
It's nuts, dude. Yeah, how are people watching the marriage of somebody who doesn't?
I guess because not.
I can't even get in that, dude. It's
I
gonna
guess
get me
it's not
fired
a lot.
up.
I guess it's not a lot of TVs or worldwide. That's my only
Oh,
explanation.
it might have only been broadcast in the United States. That's fair.
That, or like I said, people are fucking haters. America
Dude,
does it. They're like, oh well,
If
I ain't watching that.
If more people
Train again.
could have watched somebody landing on the moon and didn't watch it, but instead watched a wedding of a royal family who nobody cares about, that's gonna frustrate me beyond belief. Anyway,
I'd love to go to the moon.
so number 3 spot, that's the moon landing. That's me.
All right, my number 2. You already said it. I think it's one of our how we shifted culturally as a nation because of this pop culture shift. Was when Kanye West said George Bush doesn't care about black people.
That's your number 3?
That's my number 2.
Number 2. So
that's when Kanye really became Kanye.
so I'm separating. I don't care about an artist specifically.
I'm just talking about the impact this had.
Well, because when
okay, first and foremost, that was a hilarious moment. Did you see Mike Myers, like a pasty white Canadian, just standing by him? He's just like, he looks at him, kind of looks at the TV, looks back at him. He's like, "What the fuck?" And then it cuts.
Lost,
yeah. And then you cut back to Chris Tucker of all people. His eyes are wide as hell. He's like what the hell?
It would have been so much funnier if Chris Tucker went on a roll about that, and like just
imagine if it would have been Chris Rock, he would have said something.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I think but it's like one of those moments where you're not prepared for it.
Well, yeah, you can't be
No matter
prepared
what.
for, it, but you. So I get it. Like they're Hollywood. So if it were me and the cut and the it flipped back to me, I'd be dying laughing. I'm like,
Oh, I would've-
Oh, no way.
No shit. Like it's those moments where people are just stunned. Oh, I can't believe you just said that. Those are the
You're
moments.
taking yourself too serious.
Yeah, you're taking yourself too serious. One, two, I'm
Levity
dying
and all
laughing.
that. Throw that out the window. It's live TV. Like, just start laughing, dude. Make a joke of it.
Yeah, like damn, man.
that's
Just
also-
just hit him with a damn. That's crazy.
Damn.
Just no, that's all right.
He's off the rails, dog.
But just
Hey.
looking shocked and be like, did he really just say?
Because to
that?
this day, like if it flipped back to Chris Tucker and he's like just like on oh dude what's the movies, dude? See, this is where I have a thought that was in the middle of my thought and it throws me
you
off.
just lose it.
Rush Hour. If he took a Rush Hour moment, he's like, damn.
Right. That's
he
a good
turned
impression.
If he turned it into a bit real fast, it would have been like we would remember.
Right.
We would remember the Chris Tucker part more than anything.
Yeah. But
Nobody remembers Chris Tucker involved
nobody-
in that at all.
but here's the thing though. Nobody knew Kanye was capable of that. But now these days
Well,
you
that was-
expect it.
That was
but-
kind of early in his career.
But nobody really knew who Kanye was. This is what
now
they
you know.
now you know not to give him a live mic for any
Exactly.
reason.
Not a chance. For obvious
And this
reasons.
was like Kanye's jumping off point. More people pay attention to Kanye, more people pay attention to music.
The
And
fu-
because of that, his impact on rap, how influential he is on the genre, how he changed rap with every album he drops, that shifted how we are culturally today. I mean, that's just
that's kind of whatever, because a lot of people don't even listen to Kanye, so it doesn't affect them.
okay, but all these big rappers today did. Like
So-
Drake. If Kanye West doesn't get huge, he doesn't make 808s, and therefore Drake doesn't exist.
Oh, and some people would be okay with that.
I mean,
But-
I'll be told you, I hate Drake. I think Drake sucks.
But no, the funniest,
I'm just saying, I was just giving you an example.
yeah, no. But the funniest part to me was that you could tell Mike Myers was just reading off prompter the whole time. Like he wasn't even having a good time with it, and you could tell Kanye was as well.
But he just said, you know what?
Then all of a sudden,
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
but the funniest, and it's, I guess it's not funny. He was trying to make a serious point, and obviously there's racial tensions throughout time. All that we're ignoring that for the moment.
Yeah.
But the funniest thing was he said it as if he was reading it off of a prompter. He just said, George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Yeah,
Like,
it sounded like he was reading. Like George
sounded
Bush
like he
doesn't
was
care
reading.
about black people. It was like it sounded like he was reading.
it did. And I don't like
It's like you rehearsed like a pickup line in your head to go tell a broad. And it just
it's
comes out
exactly what it sounded like.
It's so awkward. Like he rehearsed this in his head like thousands of times. When it came time to it, he froze up.
You would
It-
think he would say it with some emotion, like, "Hey, George Bush, he's not down there because he don't care about black people."
he could, yeah,
You would think he would say it like that.
but he didn't. It's just
He's-
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
He said it so awkwardly.
But it was so hilarious though. So that's my number 2.
All right. Well, wild segue to my number 2.
All right.
I'm actually gonna say my number 2 in the form of a trivia question. Just
All right. I'm all for it.
okay. The first murder on live TV.
It's this dude just put a gun to his head.
Nope.
No, it's not who I'm thinking.
No, you're thinking of stuff we watched as kids. What was it called?
Faces of Death.
Faces of Death.
Well, no, it was like this attorney guy.
Nope.
He wasn't?
Nope.
All right. Well, then.
Oh, talking about the guy that walked in the bank and oh no, he didn't kill the guy.
I'm talking about he killed himself.
No.
All right. Go for it.
Come on, take like 2 more guesses. First live murder on TV. Now they use
Oh, Saddam Hussein.
no,
Oh.
but similar situation. A retaliative murder.
Murder on national television.
Think 60s,
Oh.
early 60s.
Oh, JFK?
Okay, so
Or Lee Harvey Oswald
Yes.
getting shot by Jack Ruby.
Yep.
All right.
it actually has Guinness Book of World Records first live murder on television on live TV.
Mazel tov.
Lee Harvey Oswald. I didn't even have that in my list, but the fact that it holds the Guinness World Record for first murder on live television.
That's crazy. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Well, because the news was there was 50 news stations covering this guy getting
okay.
escorted out, and the guy runs up with the gun, pops him in the stomach.
That's a good history what if that people don't really talk about. What if Jack Ruby didn't kill Lee Harvey Oswald? Lee Harvey Oswald took the stand and explains why he did it.
Yeah, that's a good what if.
That is.
But I had like,
and they killed Jack Ruby on the spot. So they didn't say that no one knows.
no, they didn't kill him on the spot, did they?
I think they did.
No, I thought they arrested him and then he got taken care of at some other point.
But we still don't know why Jack Ruby did it.
Well, again, the same conspiracy around JFK is the same conspiracy around Jack Ruby.
Yeah.
Because he was sent to kill Lee Harvey to keep his mouth shut, and then somebody had to kill him to keep his. It's a real, what's that real Boston movie that everybody hates on?
The Departed?
The Departed. It's
Who
real,
hates The Departed?
There's a lot of people that Depart. That Departed.
I love The
It's a lot of
Departed.
trash accents.
I
It's
hate
hilarious.
the accents. The accents.
I
do-
love the accents, honestly.
I mean, it's
It's
the
a real
accents
Departed
are heavy.
It's a real Departed situation.
If they were to tone down the accents, this would probably be regarded as one of the greatest movies of all time. But people make fun of it because of the
The
accents.
Departed.
One of my favorite parts of The Departed was when the police department was doing like the football game from, I guess, the fire department, and he said, "The only pussy you get's from a tree." Dude, I love that kind of trash talk. Like like shit talking is my favorite aspect of sports.
That's fair. That's fair. But anyway, yeah, my two spot, Lee Harvey Oswald getting shot.
That's a
on
good
TV.
one. All right, my number one, obvious, more obvious than
Get the buzzer ready, dude.
no, because you already mentioned it. I got the OJ car chase.
Oh, well, you didn't mention my number one in years. Anyway, but
It's a tie. OJ car chase and OJ verdict.
okay, so the OJ car chase.
Because
So
another butterfly effect of how this culturally impacted our nation. We already know we've been down that rabbit hole so many times. Like OJ's the reason America is like it is today. And if it wasn't for OJ, America would be vastly different.
yeah, you tie that into the Kardashians, and you tie that into social media. That's fair. It's totally fair, to be honest.
Yeah.
But and there's actually like erase our perspective of it,
Mm-hmm.
considering we only have hindsight. At the moment, it was what the NBA Finals between the
Knicks
the
and
Knicks.
Knicks and Rockets, I think it was.
Was it 1990?
I don't remember the year. I think it was the Knicks and the Rockets. I know the Rockets won. I don't know if they were playing the Knicks though.
Okay, so it was 95 or 96.
Yeah.
That was between the Jordan years. No, I thought it was like 93 or 91,
Hold on.
92. I thought it was 92.
Let's see.
93? No, because Jordan was 91, 92, 93, and 96, 97, 98.
NBA Finals during OJ chase.
Had to be 94.
Yeah, it was the Rockets and the Knicks. 1994.
94. Okay.
20. Shit. Time flies. I remember watching that.
I don't, because I was
'Cause my-
5 years old.
I mean, yeah,
You were 4.
I was 4, but I remember.
You
like,
don't remember that, dude.
I swear to God, I remember it. I was with my dad. I was fresh off my parents' divorce.
So
I was over at my grandparents' house. I'm like, why are they watching a car driving?
exactly. So one of the things that made
Like,
it
I remember a
significant-
lot of random shit that
there was
age.
like 4 things going on at one, like 3 major sports things going on that were all interrupted by just a car or a truck driving down the highway.
Yep.
And everybody couldn't wait to see what was about to happen.
Another thing I remember about I was either 4 or 5. I don't know why I
know
remember
what?
this. I just stood by a couch and I said, I will remember this moment for the rest of my life. And I still remember that moment for the rest of my life.
What's that?
I just stood by a couch and I said, I'm going to remember this moment.
Oh, just like I remember the Saints 7 lateral play and then all they need was the extra point. And then
John
missed it.
Carney fucked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of people remember that. But again, we mentioned this back. Like, what are memories made out? Like, what is that memory made out of?
See, we're going off the rails now. That's fine.
That's fine. I mean,
Who knows?
like, I want to know, like, how do you forget something and automatically remember it? Like, what's causing that?
So I would love to know because 90% of the time, if I'm out drinking and just hanging out, I get a little buzz.
Mhm.
I don't remember anything.
That's why you got your notepad on your phone. It just says Brady's Jessica.
Blonde, Brady's, Jessica.
That was one of the funniest notes I've ever fucking seen.
It just is what it is, dude. My brain doesn't like. But if you walk up to me like, hey, dude, remember we were out last night, and you start telling me details, I'll
Then you'll
remember.
it. Yeah.
I-
What sparks that though?
I have no idea.
I would love to know that.
I'm actually very concerned for Alzheimer's later in my life because it runs in my family.
I can't wait to have Alzheimer's. Means I can.
Oh, no,
I mean,
dude.
yeah, it's
So you
tragic.
could forget about your family and children.
But then again, I forget about awesome movies that I watch.
Oh, you
I
can watch them again
You watch them again for the first time. Imagine watching The Hangover again for the first time.
That's
Think about watching.
honestly, dude. I was pretty concerned about like later in my life, but now you got me looking forward to it.
Every dark
I'll
cloud
give
has
you
a
that.
silver lining.
That's fair.
Imagine watching Friday
That
for the
is fair,
first
dude.
time of your life.
Oh, dude, I can't wait.
Watching Friday for the first time again. That's gonna
It's
be
gonna happen.
that's gonna be a fucking moment.
Whenever I turn 86, dude. Oh man, I can't wait.
Forget what like beer tastes like. Just drink it like, oh my God.
Man, we went off the rails. But hey, that was fun, dude.
That was
I'm looking forward to that.
not Alzheimer's. I mean, I don't want it, but hey, if it is, I mean,
You just said you were looking forward to it.
I did okay, not really looking forward to. I'm just saying I'm looking forward to seeing movies.
I'm gonna tell
for-
your wife you said that, dude.
I mean, if I forget, I'm like, hey, you single?
Fair. Wait, what number
But
did
me
you just do?
being an asshole, I'll probably pretend like I forgot her just to do it.
Fair.
That's dark as hell.
Wait, did you do your number one?
Yeah, it was the OJ car chase / OJ version.
So my number one, it's an obvious number one for our generation. Where were you when the world stopped turning?
September 11th.
9/11.
All right, that was my number 3.
Was it?
Yeah, I said 9/11. And somehow we got off the rails and we just skipped it.
I think I said we'll get back to it. Honestly, dude, when I'm out myself at the very beginning of this episode, I said we're gonna something about whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we had a guest bring whiskey. Shout out.
I
Caleb.
like this tradition.
We got to get more guests in the studio.
Bring us
We've got, like,
alcohol.
We got multiple. Not even. I think we had 2 or 3. We got
Yeah.
memorabilia.
Blake brought us what was it?
This bottle's half empty, and that's not on me. That was some CT. To be fair,
That was some of him.
but it was a lot.
So
me
Caleb and
also.
Blake are our favorite first time guests.
Very good whiskey.
Smells great. I didn't have any yet. But like Bailey, I said Bailey was our GOAT number 1 first timer guest, but she didn't bring us anything.
Didn't bring anything. Just a drunk friend.
Yeah. That's all she brought. And that was it.
But anyway, so yeah, my number one 9/11. Just because, like,
knock knock.
who's there?
9/11.
9/11 who?
I thought you said you never forget. I don't know why I remember that joke.
I don't think I heard that one, honestly. But it's fair.
Tell that
I'll
knock knock,
give it to you.
tell that knock knock joke to somebody who was actually in the area. You might get hit.
I don't-
You'll get Will
or
Smith.
Chris Stefano.
Oh yeah.
Infamous for anyway. Yeah, 9/11. Because first off, I mean, we were what? Probably, I mean, we were 9, 10 at the time.
Yeah.
And like
I
when we
was
were
11.
oh, yeah, that's right. We were 11, 12. I'm tripping. Obvious math. Because we all know where we were at when the news coverage came on. We're all watching like, well, this is wild. Like there's this just smoke pouring out of this building, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden,
You see people jumping.
well, that's
when it got real for me.
well, yeah, because they were burning alive. I would jump too.
Like inhaling smoke, like they knew they were gone, so they just jumped. Like that tripped me out as 11. I'm like,
that is not, dude.
I just saw all I saw
that's
was
things that keep me up at night is like, hey, if you're in the situation, what do you do?
yeah, jump. Either you suffer, either you burn alive,
I
you
feel
choke
like
to death on smoke.
I feel like I try to scale the outside of the building.
How would that work?
Well, I mean, there's like sections between each window, but it's I'm not saying it'd be successful in any way. But I'm saying I would try to climb down, and I would fall about 2 steps down, and then there we go, same difference.
I mean, at least you're trying.
Exactly.
I mean, I think you're better off just jumping out and flapping your wings.
Or
They
just-
get the same results.
Or just try to climb up instead of down.
why the fuck would you climb up?
If you know it's the end. I don't know what would possibly be more peaceful than climb to the roof, hang out like, hey, this isn't going to end well. Have a moment with yourself. Like, hey, Hail Mary, say all the prayers. Be like, hey, either I'm going to make it out of this or I'm not. And then when the building starts falling, I guess you wouldn't have whiskey or gars on you. Honestly,
A lot of those offices had to have it.
if they had alcohol and they had
No,
gars
they're
available, I'd be up top and I would be ripping the best gar I had left and chugging liquor, dude. If I'm either going to make it out of here,
Well, if you're at the top, there ain't no goddamn way you're making it out.
I know, but I'm saying we're up top. We got the view.
I think I'm in agreement more I think about because I'd rather be at the top than have some shit fall down on me.
That's what I'm saying. Either you're in a stairwell when it collapses on you, or you're up top. You're about 3-4 whiskeys deep because you're just chugging them like shots, and you're halfway through a gar, and then all of a sudden the floor starts falling beneath you, and you're like, you know what, God, I'll see you in a minute.
Yep. Thank you for this moment.
We had a good run.
Yep. Man, I really don't know what I'd do in that moment.
I don't know.
Like, do you grab like the first broad next to you and start making out?
No, because not if you're married, because I feel like it would be like, I don't want to do this,
That's true.
But if you
Do you go out telling
tough.
everybody how you really feel about
yes,
it?
absolutely, 1000%.
Oh, like do you start like knocking them out? Like start
Everybody
throwing
else
hands.
like, hey, we never got along. You're the worst. You're fine. I'm married, but it's too bad.
Too bad.
Too bad.
Like, do you
Just-
find your boss and just start throwing hands?
exactly. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think I'd make a movie about that. And like the last dying
Well, I mean,
moments of people.
You didn't live, so honestly,
I'm not saying a
This is a
documentary. I'm
movie
talking about
idea now.
fiction, a movie idea.
Yeah.
Like
based on a true story,
based on a true story. Now, like I don't want to make it a
because nobody knows what they were thinking.
Nobody. I mean,
Dude, how has there not been a
it'd be a very insensitive movie to make a comedy, but I think it would be a hilarious.
We've
comedy.
gone on a long run on this, but I think there's a lot of valid points to this.
There is like, what do you do?
What do you do?
Probably pick up the phone and start calling loved ones. Realistically,
Well, no, you can't because everything's. I guess they didn't have cell phones. Well, they did, but not really.
yeah, that's true. They got like those
And
Nokia
landlines
shit.
were all burnt.
Yeah,
Yeah, what do you do?
couldn't tell you.
What we just said, I think. All those things.
Just start.
Better hope you
active.
had a fifth of whiskey in your desk this whole time, just
I-
waiting to get drunk.
One damn guarantee: the people around me are going out, witnessing my ass
Honest-
act a total fool.
It would be two different paths. One, if I'm married, I'm doing everything I can to write a note and preserve the note for my wife. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be, whatever, putting it in something, throwing it out the window. It'll survive out there somewhere.
Or probably burn.
Yeah, whatever. Well, I tried. Two,
Or put it in an empty whiskey bag, like a message in a bottle.
yeah, well, if the still's melting, the bottle's melting, Throw it long, far,
Then it shatters.
as far away as possible. Two, if I'm single, I'm looking for whatever's the best looking thing in the office. Be like, hey, look,
What if it was present day Britney Spears?
if that's the hottest thing in the office, hey, look.
Odds are favorable. She's the hottest thing in the office.
Well, look, hey, It's-
Right now, she's a Hammond 7.
it's it's pretty evident we're about to go down. I'm not saying I've been hiding feelings for you. I'm just saying it ain't like I can't in this moment. We're about to die. So let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you're going to shoot me down now when we're both about to die? What are you doing?
I don't know.
Anyway,
Maybe I'm just taking a golf club. Somebody definitely has a golf club in the office. and
trying to
just-
go hit some balls off the roof.
or just hit the coworkers I hate the most.
But, I mean, that's
Just go yard on them.
that's kind of on you,
Like I'm just causing more chaos. To the
That is
chaos.
more chaos. That is facts.
I mean, that's what I'm doing in that situation. I know I'm not helping the situation in that situation. I don't think there's anything I can do to help the situation except make it worse.
Yeah. It's a hard realization, but it's facts.
That's one of the craziest tangents we went on.
It is. And it was fun.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
So, halfway through this bottle over here, and I thought that was only 3 of the 5 drinks for mine. But yeah,
So I'm starting the movement now that Britney Spears is a Hammond 7.
Hammond 7, fair.
Ha.
As of 2022.
Yes, she could fix herself.
No, I mean, if you look at 1998,
Oh,
she's
dude.
a Hammond 10.
Yes, absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah, she's the standard of Hammond.
Well, to be fair, also,
And she never got kicked out of Peter
she was
Pit.
probably 16 or 17, and we were also 9 or 10. So
Yeah, and that was like the sun right there, and we could not touch it.
correct.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was my number 1, 9/11.
All right, rundowns. Number 10, I got Howie Mandel can't give a standing ovation. 9, Madonna and Britney makeout. 8, fuck her right in the pussy. 7, Kanye interrupts T Swift. 6, Ashley Simpson career dies. 5, Nirvana 1992 MTV Awards. 4, Janet Jackson's titty. 3, 9/11. 2, George Bush doesn't care about black people. And number 1, OJ car chase / OJ verdict.
My number 10 spot, Miss Teen, South Carolina, USA, 2007, U.S. Americans. Number 9, Will Smith's slap. 8, Kanye after Katrina. 7, Janet Jackson's nip slip. 6, Challenger space shuttle explosion. 5, Y2K or lack thereof. 4, the OJ car chase. 3, the moon landing. That's Apollo 11, I believe. 2, the first murder on live TV, Lee Harvey Oswald. And number 1, 9/11.
Boom.
That was a fun list, dude.
That was. It's those lists we don't think would be fun, and then it turns out to be some of our funniest ones.
Yeah, and next week you should be getting top 10 questions you don't ask your girlfriend, which
And chick anthems. Guys
Chick
guessing. That could be very
that's
hilarious.
gonna be fun.
We might get fussed at.
Hold on, wait.
I already know my number 1 and 2.
I gotta
Because if I was a chick, this would.
ooh, I
these-
should have responded to that message already. That was on me.
Uh-oh.
No, not a chick related. It's a business related thing. But,
Oh.
well, they'll deal with it. Anyway, so yeah, that was a fun one. And yeah, come back. Oh wait, yeah, because this is Monday again. I keep forgetting we're on
Monday.
next
Come back Thursday for top 10 Disney movies.
Disney movies. Fun episode.
With CT, Caleb Thompson.
Caleb Thompson's. Yes, I said his multiples. But anyway.